separation and their own independence recently. King William, who was the high chief that got into that position, has disappeared like most adventurers do to look for more adventure, and the politics of that land are going back to the sub-chiefs, and there has been some problems and all that stuff going on. Another individual is a group of individuals called the Deluian, which I'm describing because one's coming off the boat. Deluian are your dark Mediterranean and Egyptian style people, dark-skinned. They're known to be known for their houses. They worship someone called the Provider, which is almost, any priest of Siena will say, oh, it's just another facet of Siena. But they are a mercantile house based on success and wealth is what determines their status. They are some of the best merchants around. And coming off the boat is a very jovial, kind of rotund individual that is wrapped in some very nice silks and golds. He's got a couple of gold chains and gold rings on his face, as piercings, and a few rings on his fingers as well. As he's coming in with a smile, and a couple of porters are helping carry some of the things, as he's probably looking at selling some exotic wares at this festivity. Also, he might also have information and news around that's going on. Other than that, the clouds are overcast. A dark grayish purple is like in the sky's light, and it smells of rain is going to be coming. And all you guys are in here, and now I turn the camera to you with the bouncing ears over. So I turn it over to you. You're all here. You're all muddling around. No, it's quiet. It's up to players now as they suddenly go, hello, I shoot magic missile into the darkness. All right. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Ty. You muted yourself there, Ty.
Just testing that you guys can still hear me even with me dying in the heat like this.
Yes, you don't have to necessarily dress like that way, man. So, yes, you've got a merchant that seems to be coming off the boat, and some of the supplies and that coming up as well.
You said I'm with them. I'm not back with the graves and the cadavers.
Frederick had put an order in for you, but he doesn't want to be seen picking up the order.
Okay.
So he would have sent you to pick up a couple of. Basically, they're just going to be in wooden, long pine boxes.
Part of this caravan.
Part of basically a boat. A trade boat has come up, and it's at the one pier type of thing that you've got here, and that's going to be showing up with that as well.
Okay.
Most people, though, for your character, the way he is, they are aware of you. They've seen you around, but you're not that social of a person, so not that many heads are turned your way and greeting you and having a good day and that kind of thing.
Right.
As well.
So
what time of day is it?
It's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Okay.
It looks darker because it's September and the overcast clouds, and there's a strong smell of ozone in the air as well.
So technically, I just got out of bed then, huh?
Maybe it's you.
How many
long night in those brothels.
Your father's probably given you a bunch of leather hides that he's done to take to the merchant on the boat to get a good price. For some reason, he knows you somehow can get a good price for the leathers. He doesn't ask how, but he can get a good price for those leathers.
Do I have things to sell from my mom?
Who says they were all men?
Some stuff, actually, you've got some ingots and all that stuff coming in for the blacksmith, actually.
Awesome.
And basically some irons coming up.
Get your ingot.
Yeah.
I want to go pick up my shit.
You got it. The merchant kind of smiles and kind of gives a greeting as he's already kind of setting up a couple of the chests to the side, and just smiles and greets at every person that walks by, giving them a nod. And as Ilva, as you head closer to the ship, you also notice that there are 2 individuals on board the ship that are basically a studded leather, and they've also got the red and gold, which is the coloration for the Duke of this county is the county of the Dales, and each one of the dukes is in charge. The Duke of the Dales his emblem is a red flat. It's basically a red background with a golden bull, or kind of a golden bull on it with gold pinning for the side. So you've got a few of his type of people. They've got studded leather. They've got the helmets that kind of come this way with the little slits for the eyes, the kind of little pot helms that come down that way, and they both have like spears, and they seem to be looking after one of the what would have been a guest quarter or something for the boat, and they're kind of watching you carefully as you just approach the ship. What was the name of your manservant?
Farnsworth.
Farnsworth, that's right. Farnsworth is not your stereotypical British butler with a smile. No, he has got this, what the hell do I gotta do next? He's got this rough gruff. He looks like he's a warrior of sorts, but he's stuck in a job that he doesn't really want. But hey, he is that. And he's kind of standing there looking at the boat. He's supposed to be picking up something from your father, Dove, and that's why he's at the spot with this. He's at the spot with the merchant and all that, trying to see a letter from South Gate on what's going on.
He wants to see if he can go home.
Yes, he's sitting there going, as soon as this is over, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm seriously, if I have to make one more freaking stew for this guy, I got a roll of a bedroll.
Well, it's a Deluvian merchant. I'm going to go over and see if he has any good teas for sale.
Any teas? No problem.
Yes, I'm going to see if he's got some good Deluvian tea.
Alrighty. He greets you, and he's speaking Endinian, and he goes, greetings, good to see you. Hey, haven't I dealt with you before? You look familiar. He notices you're dressed better than everyone else here, too. So, what are you looking for today, my good friend?
I'm wondering if you have any teas for sale.
Teas? Yes, of course I've got teas. He turns around, snaps his fingers, got a couple of porters quickly opening up one of the containers, and he kind of reaches in. There's a bunch of sacks in these containers, like 4 or 5 large sacks, and when he opens them up, there's kind of a darkness inside the sack, but he just reaches in, and he kind of just pulls out, and he pulls out these little wooden boxes, and they have a little slide top to them, and inside he's got a bunch of teas. He's got a mixture of herbal teas. He's also got some black teas, and he just asks what type you may want.
I'm looking for a very fine dark tea.
Dark tea. He starts going through that. Baylor, you notice the pine casks. You've got 2 of them, which are about 7 foot by 3 foot, kind of. They're not your stereotypical, not coffin. Yeah, they're not the stereotypical. They're just a rectangular box shape, and they're just a couple of the dock workers are using some of the rope work because I'm going to throw a picture up for you guys. I'm not going to display the picture for everyone online right now, but I'm going to quickly show you really what this dock guy is. Ooh. A second. There we go. There we go. I've just got a little bit of a I got a bit of a size problem. Giggity. Alright.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I just can't get it to fit. It's just, Alrighty. So, yeah, when I share an image with you guys, it is slightly different. To navigate, to move it around, there's a little cursor icon in the bottom right corner to allow you to scroll up and down and around for the image. But there we go. And resize, original size, no, just horizontal. There we go. So in a second, your screens, boom. You'll get. This is what you have for the dock, effectively. That's all they've got to work with. It's not really anything complex. Doesn't have any proppy pulleys or stuff like that. And let's see if I can.
I like it. It's loading.
It's loading. Oh yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Loading.
Loading.
Yeah, loading.
I would like to see Luda faster.
I might reduce the resolution too then a bit. These are the default ones I got. And I can actually just...
Also, I think your stream just died for me too. Maybe it's a me thing. Guys. It's
Wait, who's stream? Mine or Mitch?
No, Mish's. Ty's still going.
Uh-oh.
Mish's buffering.
Oh, I'm buffering? Okay.
Oop,
Yep.
you're back. It's cool.
Yep.
Nope,
Back, yeah.
you're gone. You like the dubstep. Doop, doop. You're good, Ty. It was just me that's buffering.
Yeah.
I got a picture.
Died. No, okay, I've got that. It's died.
It died? Sheila says it died.
Yeah. Dun dun dun. All right, Sheila, let me know if you. Well, I'm talking. You won't see. Panic refresh. Okay. I'm gonna see if that refreshes.
I am running through Khadgar, so that may be some of my issues.
I see the stream fires. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So yes, I
Lock
apologize
is
for
still
those.
loading for me.
Yeah, you still got the. Well, just testing the. But you've effectively got a small dock area that is being worked on. Not that much room to work with. So anyways, these two guys are working with those pine boxes, and they're using a pulley system on the boat itself, and they're kind of bringing them over, and one's already dropped, and you can see some cracking on the corners. They're not doing too good of a job of it. And now, like, the second box is now going on, and one guy makes a comment about, is there a rank smell coming from the box or something like that, as the crates are being slapped down onto the deck that's got your merchandise in it.
How far am I from the dock, sir?
You'd probably, at this time, you'd be able to casually walk up to the ship or be as close as you need to be at this point.
Okay. I can walk up to next to the two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Get my hood up here. Become Baylor. A second. With a gait in my walk, I walk up with my staff, kind of shoulder lower, putting weight on as I go, and kind of keep my cloak down just so they can see the bit of my face with the paint that I have of a kind of a grayish skull and tattoos of knuckle bones on my fists as I go up. Be careful with that. You know what's in there.
At this point, one of the guys pauses, just turns around, looks down a little bit there, sees you, and is, I don't know what's in there. It's just something that was on the ship. It kind of reeks a bit, though. Kind of smells a little bit like Gilbert's mother's cooking. I'll tell you that much. It does smell.
I interrupted.
It does so.
Bodies are in there. Be very careful with them there for me.
At that point, you see the guy's face kind of pale a little bit. Bodies?
I kind of trail off and begin mumbling to myself. Probably nothing special. Died of natural causes, I'm sure. Never get anything good like wolves or something of that sort. And I put my hand on the wooden box and I cast men to repair the box crack where they had it.
You got it. Alrighty. At that point, it just fixed up the box and all that. And you hear behind you the trundling of wagon, like the wooden wagon wheels, as there seems to be a wagon coming up, which is just a generic wagon that's being used to load people's stuff up and move it off the pier type of thing. And so at that point, the other guy, the dock worker that you were talking to, has kind of got that, a little bit of a concerned look on his face as he's talking. He thinks you might be joking first, but when he looks at you, he doesn't think you're joking, and he kind of nods and backs away. And the other guy's coming up. It does not smell like my mom's. Cool. Looking at the dwarf, and the two of them just let's grab some other crates. All right, we'll grab some other crates. Then they kind of just disappear and head off the boat, kind of avoiding you. The wagon's coming up, and you've got basically Cedric, which is just one of the big lugs kind of there. He's not the smartest in the world. He works the blacksmith shop as well, but he's a big, huge lug of a guy that kind of just carries stuff. Just smiles down at you and goes, hello, and just kind of looks at your boxes. Do you need them to be loaded up?
I'll nod to him, yes, and pull the...
Okay. At that point, it doesn't seem to take that much effort, as he just basically lifts the box one end up to rest on his cart, then he grabs the other part and just slides it in, and then starts quickly lifting the other box, his large muscles just flexing as he's picking it up. And we have not, at this point, Celia, you've got your leathers, and there's no sign of the person that you usually arrange for a deal for delivering of the leathers from your father. There's no sign of that at all. There is a merchant. The rich kid's kind of hanging out with a merchant, looking at some fancy stuff in a box. You also see Baylor, because he does kind of stick out a little bit in a crowd, off down by the docks there.